Hello everyone, Mohammad Arshad. So today we are going to see the power of AI to build programs. So we have already seen a lot about ChatGPT and how it can help us. Today we are going to go one step ahead and see how can AI help programmers, coders. So what we'll be doing, we'll be taking some small projects one by one. And the first project to do is to build a website with a timer which is going to have a start button and a stop button and a reset button. You want to put a timer in your website, and this is the first project we will look at. So this is the benefit of knowing how to use the tools and the process. So many of us are web developers who have been building websites and doing the code using HTML, JavaScript and CSS, and now we are going to combine these skills and use the power of AI. And when I say AI, it is mostly ChatGPT, and build a project. So I will dive in directly into the sharing my screen, wherein we will build a website which will have a timer that can be put on your website as well, with a start, stop and a reset. So sharing my screen and getting right into coding, and let's see how it works. So first we will go to our chat GPT, right? And then we are going to write the prompt. So we need to write the prompt specifically. So let me just write the prompt here. Build a website. Okay, build a website. We'll keep it very simple. Showing a timer. Build a website showing a timer. Build a website showing a timer at center location with spaces and border. There should be a start, stop and a reset button. And here we will also mention, we can mention about the details that we can have. Use HTML, CSS for the formatting and JavaScript for the time. JavaScript. So these are some basic fundamental things that you need to know about building a website before you start using ChatGPT. So this you can go through W3 schools and all those platforms, but this is a basic that you can do. There should be a start, stop and a reset button. Is there some mistake in spelling? Button. JavaScript and a separate file. So these are the things. So we have put 3 separate files because we want to keep things separately and see how it works. So sure, the output of this particular tool, as you can see, let me just. So the output of this particular tool, it is giving you here the example how you can create the a web page with a centered timer, a button for start, stop and reset, along with the appropriate style using HTML, CSS and JavaScript in the separate files. So the code is here. This is the index.html. This is your CSS file, and this is your JavaScript file. So everything is here, and what we will do is one by one we will go to our Visual Studio Code. and we will start to create a new folder. We will say a timer. So I've already done the testing before showing you guys, and I will just show you how I did it again. Timer project 1. Inside this I will do a new file, index.html. Okay, and here I will do enter. So in this, let me just close all the before ones. Go to ChatGPT. First one is the HTML file that is there. Copy that file. So in this file, you can see it is calling the style.ss file and script. So script basically now, see, this is one issue that you can see is now script can be called in the body itself, in the head statement itself. So this was an older version which it was showing, but now this can also be called here. And then we have all the containers, titles, and everything that is there. So now the next file is the styles.css. So I will just do styles.css, enter, and go back to our HTML code, the CSS file that is there. We can copy it here and put it here. See, in your index.html, you can also put in the place of title, you can put your company's name. I'll put here decoding data science. Then I can put the timer. Right, and this is my thing just to show you, customize it. And then the last file will be script.js that you can see here. So I will go here again. I will click new file, script.js, and now I'm going to copy the third file that is there, javascript.jss, and I'm going to paste it here. So now this is just do a control S, go to index, just you have to have something called a live server. Look at it in some website how to do that. I'll talk about it in my previous videos. So here we have the decoding data science timer, you with a beautiful background. Just I have clicked start. Just give it a second. It is going to, let me just reload it, reset. So here it is moving, start, stop, reset. So this is, there is some issue here. It is not actually moving. So maybe I have to go to the code and see what is happening here. Script.js, var.timer, script.js. Style is working, script.js is not working. So what I can do is I can just go to ChatGPT and ask the issue in start of timer, uh, check code and correct it. So let us see if it works, or else we need to debug it ourselves. Issue in start of timer. So it seems that there was a mistake in the code. So let us see. They have now, they have update timer. Yes. So if you know a little bit of this thing, JavaScript, you will understand the code later. We will see first. We need to see whether it is working or not. We just go here, update the code. Now I think it should work. Control S. Go back to our code that is there. Refresh. So what we are going to do is we are going to the code that we have written here. We are going to just check everything that is working here. Right click, open with live server. And now we have this timer here, decoding data science timer. So there was some issues that were a little bit earlier on, just making sure the style is proper, the background is proper, the button is spaced properly. We have used CSS here, and we have used containers to keep the view a little nice. And then this is the button here, start. So the timer is starting, then something called stop and reset. So this is the thing that is there. One thing I have done a change in the code is I have put the reset to -1 because it was showing as -1. So suppose I put this at 0. So what was happening that there was some slight, it was the reset was happening at 0, 1, 0, 0. Let us see, I made it 0 again and just see, okay, is it fine? Sometimes stop, reset. Can you see 0, 0 was here? So what I have done is I want to reset from -1. So it starts with, it's not starting with from 0, 0, it is starting from 0, 1 if you're doing the reset. So this is one slight change I have done here. When I'm doing the reset, when I'm doing the reset timer, make it to 0 because it to make it start from 0, it will look nice. That is here. So this is the project. It has all the three files, and I am more in details about how to run this live server and all those things are in my previous videos which we have talked about earlier. But here it is again start, stop, reset. A Python, not Python, sorry, a HTML code for a timer using the different, you can say, skills out there using HTML, using CSS. So I use CSS. Here earlier, I used the prompt that I have used again. If I can just tell you that is I have showed earlier is build a website showing a timer at center location with spaces and a border. There should be a start, stop, and a reset button. Use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in 3 different files so that we have an easy way to maintain the code structure and the project that is there. So the project generally and any website project will contain these 3 files, type of files, and then accordingly I saved all the files in a folder, the HTML, the script, and the style. So style CSS is basically the styling of the thing. The script is the main engine where the timer is running, and index is basically connecting everything together. The style that is there, the CSS style, and the script that is here. So script, when I'm putting it, it should be outside the container, not in the head. It should be in the body for this particular code to work. So these are the things that combining the knowledge. So you needed to have a basic understanding of this web structure, right? How to build a website, and but you did not need to write the code everything yourself. You gave GPT that you want to build this application, and it gave a step that do these things, create these three files with this code. There was few errors in reset which I had knowledge of JavaScript earlier on, so I edited the code and I built the product. So these are the things that GPT has really helped us in our first quick website project of adding a timer. We will look into more such options, more such projects in our next video. But this is a start for our learning how to use these tools quickly to build applications at a in minutes, which you'd have earlier on taken hours to do, building the CSS, building the writing the code, doing Google, getting everything together. But this gave us a quick synopsis of everything at one place, which you used it and you build a product. So look forward to see you in much more videos. Like, subscribe, and share, and thank you for watching.